All right, the Bucks. It is talking Buccaneers with me, Fumane Musisinyane, after Orlando Pirates 2, Maritzburg United 1. I guess the happy people are happy after this one. It's 3 points for us before the Chiefs game. But yeah, just where I want to start off is that I think we started with a good intensity in the game. I just loved how we wanted to go in front early, the way we were asserting ourselves and imposing ourselves on Maritzburg United very early in the game. But I think we do sabotage our the good things in our team with the bad decisions that we make. So I mean, like I always say, that I don't want to be on this platform bashing players and bashing coaches and bashing the board, but I do think that there are obvious decisions that don't need any expertise or any professionalism to see. So even a guy like me, who's just a fan who goes to the stadium and watches the games, can pick it up that we have no threat on the left. And today, what I told myself is that since Dion Otto is not playing left wing back or left back, I'm going to try and judge him on his offensive output because the team sheet had him as a left winger, right? And so I was going to assess his contribution in an offensive in the offensive regard. Um, and yeah, I think we were just quiet on the left. We didn't have anything. I don't think he played a terrible game, but I just think we had no output on the left. We had output on the right. Saleng gave us a lot of output, and that needs mentioning from me. Lorch also had some sort of output. I think what Lorch brought to this game that was impressive for me was what we expected coming from that previous game in the All Stars game. I saw a lot of interplays or attempts at interplays with Chukamanja and Saleng. I think especially midway through the first half, you saw just how they started to get comfortable and try to find each other inside the pockets, in the channels, the left channel and the right channel. But I think on the left, you sometimes had Lorch drifting out wide to come and almost try and assist and make things happen on the left. And then when he does that, then you'd have a hole or in the center because Nabaiteso Ndlondlo was playing a bit deeper alongside Tim. So Ndlondlo was playing as a deep lying playmaker like I thought he would and I'd predicted, and where I think he's most dangerous in dropping deep, getting the ball, trying to make things happen from deep, because if you have Lorch in front of you, then you can you almost have two playmakers. You have one who's more up front and advanced, and then you have a deep lying one in Ndlondlo who can make things happen at the back, right, or just in front of the defense. He gets the ball and then he can find vertical passes that are penetrative through the lines of Maritzburg United and trying to find our playmakers. So I think sometimes you had Lorch drifting to the left, vacating that central area where he was going to be most dangerous. And yeah, I guess that's why we were somewhat not dangerous in this game, especially in the first half. We started off with the right intensity. You could see that we were intending to almost hit them early, unawares, right? But yeah, the sabotage for me, the great sabotage is that some players are just off form in our team. And like every other kid, they should sit on the bench. It's that simple. If someone is not on form, they should sit on the bench. And yeah, just I guess congratulations to Munapule Saleng, another man of the match display. Well deserved this time. I think last week he didn't deserve it. I think Lorch deserved man of the match last week, even though he played for 45 minutes. This week, though, I think Saleng had a man of the match display just in terms of contribution, but not that alone. I think what I'm also seeing him grow in, or maybe it's something that he had, maybe it's something that we're all starting to notice a lot now, is that he doesn't just beat people for pace. He's very good at body feints and dribbling and keeping the ball and not losing it. I like how sometimes he will cut inside and just run with the ball almost horizontally until he can find a pass without losing it, right? And it's very important. I think that I would love to see him grow in that area of dribbling with the ball at his feet and not just always like putting it in front of him and running onto it. So I love that about him. I love also that just as the game was going on, I kept thinking that what I love about Saleng is that not only is he direct and good at dribbling and good at running, but he's also got an end product. And I think that's what sets good players from great players, is that in the crucial moments, after beating the man, after dribbling the man, after running past him, can you deliver something with quality, whether it be a cross, whether it be a pass, whether it be a finish, like the one Saleng pulled off today for the first goal. And then he's also deadly on set pieces. This barely warrants repeating as well. It's something that's well documented. We all know he's good on the free kick. He's good on the corner. He's good on the long free kick where he's got a cross and it's not a shot. So I mean, congratulations to him. And I think as Buccaneers, as Orlando Pirates, we are very fortunate to be in a position where we've got a player who's almost playing at a form that's above, head and shoulders above everyone else in the league, apart from one or two players that I can think of that play for the team that wears yellow from Pretoria, which I will not mention by name. Apart from one or two players from that team, I think Saleng is just on fire form. He's really red hot, hot property in the league right now. I think he's just we're very fortunate as Pirates that when we needed someone to kind of step up, and when we need someone to step up like that each and every week, he's always the one that raises his hand. He's always the one that's available. He's always the one that's rescuing us. Because let's be frank, let's be honest, guys. I mean, we won today. That's great. It's 3 points, and this is a results business. The PSL and DStv Premiership is a results business. Let's not be fooled about that. There's a lot at stake. There's a lot of money at stake at this level. And yeah, so the 3 points is what's more important. But I guess the process and how you get those 3 points is very important. It's very important in football. It's very important for the fans that come and watch the games, how you get them. And I mean, the game was somewhat entertaining. It's always entertaining to watch good players play football, but it's not fun watching good footballers playing with a bad system, and I think it's unsustainable. And I think it's always the sabotage for our team that the players will always have individual. I think each and every week, what I'm starting to see now with Pirates is that we are winning games because some players are really, 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 really doing a great job on the field. Likes of Saleng, Lorch last week. I think Ndlondlo at times. Today I saw just how potent and how much of a threat he can be. And I mean, we always knew Ndlondlo was a good player, but I also just see how he can grow into like a really, really, really dangerous player for us on the ball, taking shots. And I mean, so what I'm seeing at Pirates is that we've got a case where the players are really doing themselves good. They're really justifying themselves and getting the 3 points. But otherwise, I don't think that they've got the system to back them up. I don't think they've got the right training to back them up. I don't think they've got certain players and a structure that helps them. I think they've always got to, and this is what you see in big games, like when we play against that team that I alluded to earlier on that wears yellow, and that team from Pretoria. You always see it in those games, just how the golfing class between us and them, right? How they, pass the game, their passing game and possession compared to our game, where the players try and find each other here and there, but the interplays are something that you've got to work on in training and really master. And it helps if that's something that you master in training, and it's not a thing where game day you almost just try and find something to work out. And that's what we do. I think both goals today were not a case of us carving open that Maritzburg team or that Maritzburg defense. It was a case of Saleng took a long shot from outside the box. All our threatful moments in this game were from outside the box. Think about the shot from Ndlondlo. Think about some of the attempts from actually all attempts I think were from Ndlondlo from outside the box, except the funny one from Marui, which was a bit of a blooper moment for me. But all our threatful moments were from outside the box. There was one from Kabelo Dlamini that sailed over the bar as well, outside the box. I don't remember us getting into the box, finding each other and taking a shot from there. And that's concerning because you're not always going to have the Hollywood moments in the game. Sometimes you really just need to score from the 6-yard box. That's the easiest way. That's the easiest way to score, and we don't have enough of those. I think that's concerning. It's really concerning. It's unsustainable to be scoring from outside the box. It's unsustainable to always be scoring through set pieces. It's great that we score our set pieces. I always emphasize that set pieces are a phase of play, and they're a serious phase of play that you should capitalize on, right? It's a phase of attack, it's a phase of defense that you need to learn and you need to master and practice and capitalize on. But I think the easiest way to score goals is to pass each other, move the organization of the opposition around, the defense around, find the spaces, penetrate those spaces, attack those spaces, and score goals. And that's just something that we don't do for all the quality that we have. I mean, if we didn't have quality on our team, I wouldn't mind us becoming a set-piece team or a counter-attacking team. But because we are Orlando Pirates, I want us to be dominant in all departments. And we were not dominant in all departments today. We have not been dominant in all departments for a while. We need to be dominant in all departments. And I think maybe we need a leader in our club who's going to make us that, who's going to be able to utilize these resources. Some of those resources being Vincent Pule on the bench. I mean, you've got to ask yourself, why? How can you have a player like Vincent Pule sitting on the bench for 90 minutes while... Yeah, I think he deserved to be on the pitch. I think he's made a case for himself in all the past games. Even if he's not made a case for himself, I think some players that are always in the starting lineup have made him deserve a place in the squad in their bad form. I think he needed to get on the pitch. He hasn't seen the pitch. I wonder if it's a thing where we don't know about because we always see 90 minutes on the weekend. But there are people internally that work with these players, that train with them. And maybe it's a case of there's something that's not right in training. Maybe there's something in his game that's not right, which would be very questionable for me if we were to compare with some of the players that get a starting lineup and play 90 minutes each and every week. So you've got to wonder, why is he not playing? Why is Vincent Pule not playing? Why is he always reduced to 20 or 30 minutes, if anything at all? Why does he never start a game? And I mean, the easiest explanation for me is that it must be that he's got problems with the technical team, or it must be that some players are required to play each and every week, whether it be because of their contract or whether it be that they are, the coach's favorite or whatever. But I feel that would be so immature and so unprofessional if the coach has got favorites or if the technical team has got favorites. Or it could be, I know another explanation could be that he does what the coach asks him to do. Well, I'm here to say that what the coach asks him to do is ineffective. That player that's always on the team each and every week, or those players, or those few players that just never see the bench, even though they don't give us an output. So I think going into the Chiefs game, this is important. But I mean, I'm here to rant about it. But we know Buccaneers, this is not going to change. It's always been like this. It's like this. It's been like this the whole season. And one of the things about this game, and a fan mentioned this to me after the game, and he was saying that the stakes are higher for Chiefs. This is a game that's going to be an easy motivation for them with the form that they have and the hunger that the young players at Chiefs have and the scrutiny that they come under. They might want to, in Zulu you say, they might want to vuga the Pirates, right? And that's the danger for me in that this is a game that the players are going to be very motivated for. We know the old adage that at derby games, players don't need motivation. All form goes out the window. The players are very motivated by the occasion itself. And I think that in the way that things are going, Pirates are not at a level that I feel like we need to be at. And if we're not careful, next week is going to be very challenging for us. it's going to be very challenging if we keep sabotaging ourselves with making wrong decisions in our lineups and in our formations and all of that stuff. But otherwise, I mean, I'll be here to talk about that game later on in the week. But first, I'll be here midweek to do some of the exciting shows that I have planned out. Yeah, I mean, thank you for the support so far. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Please like. It's going to make sure that whenever I put out a video, it gets recommended to you, and that other Buccaneers find this platform, and so that our conversations can continue and these discussions can continue, and I can keep hearing from you. Everyone who's in the comment section, I also appreciate that. Please also, if this is your kind of thing, or if it's your kind of thing, follow us on Instagram, Talking Buccaneers. We're on TikTok as well, Facebook and Twitter. We're going to try and be more engaging on Twitter. We've been slacking a lot, but yeah, please also follow us on there. I'll be here in the week, and I'll be here reviewing the Chiefs game. In the meantime, let's enjoy the 3 points. Let's enjoy being on top of Chiefs on the table. Yeah, up the mighty Bucks. Cheers.